Hey, this is Glenn. I'm back for 17 plus or minus. And now that Eve has sinned, we're going to look at what happens after the apple. This is in Genesis 3. There's three things, three responses that she has. These are classic responses throughout the age of time. We've all done them. First thing she does, God comes into the garden. Nobody knows what's happened, really. Supposedly, God does know. But he says, "Where are you?" And she hides from God. So the first thing that sin does is it makes us hide from God. We cower away. We don't want to interact with God. It affects our prayer life. At church, we can't concentrate on the message. We don't even feel like we're worthy to take communion, things like that. Then secondly, she says she recognizes that she's naked. So shame comes upon her. So first one is your relationship to God. The second one is kind of your relationship to yourself. It's like you look at yourself, you're naked, like, oh, it's a shameful state to be in. So that nakedness represents just the shame and the guilt of sin. And I can tell you from experience that the worse the sin, the worse the guilt can be. I mean, I have struggled with certain sins for years. I've had guilt. And guilt is terrible. It's a horrible thing to try and overcome. And tomorrow's lesson, we're gonna see how we overcome it. And it's right in Genesis 3, believe it or not. So then the third thing is we start to blame other people. Adam says, "It was the woman that you gave me. She caused me to sin. She was the one that ate the apple." And the woman says, "It was the snake that caused me to do it." And of course, we all know the snake had no leg to stand on. Bing! So yeah, we start to blame others instead of just taking it upon ourselves. Now, those are the three classic ways that we all kind of deal with after the apple, after we've sinned. Tomorrow, we're going to look at God's response and how he's going to help us out of this thing.